corridors are endless in the social services building. Feels like county as opposed to city. Reception area for LA County Social Services. There appears to be a receptionist behind the desk. Double doors leading to the LA County Social Services office. You open the door to Social Services.
May I help you, sir?
Los Angeles County Social Services reception area. Detective, you're mighty grabby, aren't you? Shh, there are people in counseling. The plant is probably the healthiest thing in this building.
Please don't touch my plant. She doesn't like to be handled. She had a bad experience once. She really hasn't gotten over it. Please, don't talk to my plant. I've discovered that men's voices frighten her.
Industrial-grade carpet. Good for heavy traffic. Feels like AstroTurf.
Excuse me, if you need someone to talk to, I can be a very good listener.
It's quite a large reception desk.
Are you having feelings of loneliness? A sense of separation? Sometimes all we need as human beings is just a hug to know we matter. You know, everyone needs friends. No man is an island. We have some very experienced counselors on our staff here. You might like to set up an appointment.
Nora Bitteridge, receptionist and part-time psychology student.
Touching can be a very healing experience. On the other hand, touching can be most destructive. I find psychiatry fascinating. The dichotomies, the didactic meanings, it's all so metapsychological to me.
Hello, I'm Detective John Carey, Homicide LAPD. I'd like to talk to the person in charge here.
Do you have any identification, sir?
I'm with Major Crimes. I'd like to speak with the person in charge, please.
Our manager is out of the office for the week, Detective. I'm Nora Bitteridge. May I be of assistance?
There is no need to show her your badge again, Detective.
Nora, a car registered to Social Services has wound up in impound. Its license number is County 2BSY669. Can you tell me whom it's assigned to, please?
Yes, Detective. Just let me look that up. Why, that car is assigned to one of our social workers, a Miss Luella Parker.
May I speak to Miss Parker, please?
Well, I'm afraid Luella is not in, Detective.
Is she out on a client call?
No, actually, we don't know where she is. The last time we saw her was Monday, midday. I've tried calling her home, but I get no answer.
Does Miss Parker have family we might contact?
Well, I don't believe so, at least not out in California. I think she's alone out here from Chicago.
Nora, do you think you could give me a physical description of Miss Parker?
Why, yes. I pride myself on my observation skills. Let's see. Luella is 34 years old. She stands approximately 5 feet 5 inches tall and is overweight, so I would say she weighs around 160 pounds.
Nora, what color eyes and hair does Luella have?
Why, black hair and brown eyes, Detective. Luella is black. African American.
Nora, I'd like to look over Luella's office, please.
Why, of course, Detective. If you'll follow me, I'll escort you back to her office. I'll be at my desk, Detective, if you need anything.
Luella Parker's office. It's very neat and tidy. Keep your hands to yourself. This isn't your office. You're alone in here. If you want to speak to Nora, you'll have to go out to the reception area. County requisitioned and purchased office art. Detective, the picture doesn't need straightening. Besides, you have plenty to do. County-approved file cabinets. The files are locked, probably to protect client confidentiality. Volumes and volumes of misery. These books are not pertinent to your case, Detective. There are more self-help books here than at Walden Books. Detective, you really don't have time to read. You need to solve this case. The bulletin board is covered with self-help seminar notices. Leave the information posted. It could help somebody. This is a pretty fancy clock for being county approved and purchased. Turn back the hands of time is just a saying, Carey. You can't do it. A 286-16. This is no time to play Space Quest 5, The Final Frontier. The desk is a fine example of what can be done with synthetic products. The desk has the fine finish of simulated wood grain. It's amazing the county has money to purchase computers. You are not authorized to access electronic confidential county records. The keyboard is state-of-the-art. The county treats their employees well. The keyboard is nice and springy, or as they say in computer speak, clicky. The books and binders look to pertain to county agencies and services. These are not relevant to your case, Carey. Detective, the plant appears healthy, if not in need of a little water. It's not one of those plants made out of silk. It's alive. The calendar is turned to last Monday's date. There are no appointments listed. The county wouldn't approve of you appropriating that calendar, Detective. Whoever thought up the idea of those things has got to be a zillionaire. It's those small items taken from the workplace that add up to millions of dollars lost by corporate America. The stapler is color-coordinated with the other desk accessories. Detective, don't waste staples. Adhesive tape, best known by its brand name, Scotch. Leave the tape. The county doesn't have infinite resources. The message log is blank. Detective, the county would appreciate it if you used city supplies. County-approved desk blotter. The paper is industrial weight and grade. They appear to be case files. It's an audio tape with a receipt taped to it.
Can I help you with anything, Detective?
What do you know about Luella's social life? Does she have a lot of friends? Does she go out after work?
Luella's personal life is just that, personal. But as far as I can tell, her work is her life. She is very devoted to her job and her clients.
What about boyfriends, Nora? Does Luella have one, or maybe several?
I wouldn't know anything about that. I conduct myself in a professional manner and have a strict rule about discussing other people's personal lives.
What can you tell me about Luella's clients or the type of cases she works on?
Luella is assigned clients through the county. She's a family counselor, so she deals with a lot of child custody, abused children, juvenile crime cases, that sort of thing.
Nora, what is a typical workday for Luella? Is she mostly in the office seeing clients?
No, Luella's work takes her out into the field a lot. She has clients who are homebound due to illness, or she needs to examine the environment in which a person lives. She really splits her time, half field, half office.
Nora, do you know of any personal or professional problems Luella might be experiencing?
No, Luella is a private person and she keeps to herself. But I haven't noticed anything unusual in her behavior lately. Detective, Luella is hardworking and probably overworked. She does a lot of field work on her own time to compensate for the county's lack of funds to hire additional staff.
Nora, what would these files be?
If you found them on Luella's desk, they would be her current cases.
Nora, how does the numbering system work on these case files? What do O and B stand for?
The county adds letters for category distinction. B would stand for cases dealing with children, such as child custody, and O stands for borderline cases.
What do child custody cases involve, Nora?
A custody battle could involve negligent child support, child abuse, an unfit environment for the child. Detective, when it comes to children, the system attempts to be very protective.
Nora, explain the definition borderline to me. How would that apply to a client?
Borderline means it's a case that has been referred to us through another agency. Generally, this client would have received some sort of assistance and the agency dealing with them felt they needed more help.
Nora, what can you tell me about Barbie Cann?
Well, I do know she's a client of Luella's. I don't know any particulars. The cases are confidential.
Nora, do you know when Luella last spoke to Miss Barbie Cann?
Well, I don't remember the last time Luella called her, but I do remember getting a call last week from Miss Cann, asking to speak to Luella. I remember because it was hard to hear her. There was very loud music playing in the background.
Nora, are you familiar with Luella's client, Mr. Mitchell Thurman?
Yes. Yes, I am. I know I shouldn't say this, it's unprofessional of me, but Mr. Thurman is odd. He had a very disturbing childhood, found his own mother murdered, and his father was abusive, but many people recover.
I gather you don't believe Mr. Thurman has recovered. Nora, do you remember when you last spoke to Mr. Thurman?
Yes, I do. Yes. It was this last Monday, and I distinctly remember because he said he had to talk to Luella. He had the Monday blues.
Case number 18908B, Barbie Cann. Case number 14434-0, Mitchell Thurman. The folders are filled with Luella Parker's case files. For the time being, Carey, these case files are in your possession.
Well, let's see. Those are Luella's current cases, or I suppose in layman terms, her clients. Detective, as I said before, those files contain the case information on Luella's current clients.
It's the latest release from Yo Money. The attached receipt is marked Ragin Records. The audio cassette is plastic. You don't have a Walkman on you. You're unable to play this tape.
Nora, I found this music tape on Luella's desk. Does it look familiar?
Well, if you found it on Luella's desk, then it must be hers. I think that's strange, though. Isn't that rap music? I always thought of Luella as a classical music type person. Everyone, at one time or another, feels overwhelmed by their circumstances. However, giving me your case does not relinquish your responsibilities. Keep your case, face your fears. Feelings of grief can last a long time, and there is no shame in that. However, remember that you are alive and that life is precious. Try to live in the present and find joy in your existence. If you find you cannot get over your feelings of grief by yourself, please seek counseling here or ask your family physician for a referral. Oh dear. My mother is right. I do need to color this gray hair. Feelings of hostility and frustration have become part of our everyday lives. But what we have learned through extensive research and counseling is that violence does not solve our problems. Rather, violence adds to the everyday misery surrounding us. Now, I think it would be best for all concerned if you just put your gun away. I think you'll feel good about the decision to do so. Go on, put the gun away. Maybe we could arrange for some Gestalt counseling for you.
Nora, have you heard of either of these places?
Well, I believe I have. I'm thinking it must be here through work. You see, I refuse to spend $7 to see a movie, and well, I don't believe in the exploitation of women. Consequently, I know I haven't actually been to either place. This is a county facility, and we do not accept tips. No, thank you. I have matured past the first stage of psychosexual development where libidinous gratification is derived from oral intake.
Nora, what is your opinion? Could this be Luella's shoe?
I doubt that very much, Detective. You see, Luella's a very conservative person. She might be considered retentive. Her personality would never allow her to choose a shoe such as that. I'm sorry, but we do not dispense pharmaceuticals here. If you need a prescription filled, you'll have to go elsewhere. Is this some sort of symbolic gesture? I'm sorry, the meaning is hidden to me. Playing with fire can be an indication that a person has low self-esteem. The act of setting something on fire is really an issue of control and power. With counseling, this destructive behavior can be modified and self-esteem issues can be discussed. That's a very nice picture. Do you have some unresolved feelings or issues in relationship to this picture? Is that why you're sharing it with me? We often associate our feelings of importance and self-esteem with where we work and what we do for a living. I presume you are showing me your ID for this reason. Thank you, but I have found that the momentary pleasure of eating a candy bar results in, for me, a battle of body weight and self-esteem and society's view of what a woman should look like. I doubt that I have done anything to warrant being arrested. Thus, I conclude you must have a psychosexual deviancy that you are now acting out. I am unavailable for such counseling. Excuse me. Excuse me. That's a restricted area.
You push the door open.
Why, hello there, darling.
Hello, Barbie. How are you today?
Ah, darling, welcome back. Didn't see enough yesterday. It's true, my girls are beautiful, aren't they? Oh, but darling, you have trouble, no? How is that investigation of yours going? What you need is a little understanding. Tell Barbie where it hurts. Oh, darling, you like my friend Money's music? He is a most exciting man, very well built and yet gentle. Darling, what is this? My file from social services? How did you get hold of that?
Barbie, do you know a woman by the name of Luella Parker?
Well, yes, darling. It's a personal matter. Why? Is Miss Parker in trouble?
Barbie, Luella Parker is dead. Her body was found in Griffith Park. Her murder is consistent with the 2 police officers. Barbie, can you tell me when you last saw Luella, and if she might have said something, anything that might, in light of her death, seem important?
Oh, that poor darling. She was a lovely girl. I think it was last week. Yes, last week I saw her. She was supposed to stop in this week, Tuesday, but she did not come by. Miss Parker was helping me with a personal matter. She was to deliver some papers to me. I do not recall she said anything or acted in any way peculiar. You know, darling, she was a shy girl.
Barbie, Luella's death is a serious matter. It's important you tell me what you know. Let's start with what she was helping you with and what information she was to drop off.
Darling, it is nothing sinister. Miss Parker was helping me to win custody of my daughter. Miss Parker was delivering the results from my daughter's talks with the psychiatric doctor. You know, darling, to find out if I poisoned her mind with naked thoughts. It would seem my soon-to-be ex-husband has suddenly taken a dislike to my occupation.
Barbie, bitter divorce cases can result in some pretty horrific actions. Tell me about your husband. Is he capable of violence? What about his work? Has he been laid off? Or his health? Any added stress can sometimes push a person over the edge.
Oh, darling, my husband is an ass, and he is also a police officer. It is best that I do not discuss him.
Barbie, if my investigation progresses in your direction, I'm going to need to know your husband's name, his division.
It's soon to be ex-husband, darling, and yes, of course. But for now, I see no reason to complicate my personal business. Yes?
For now, today, I'll let it go, Barbie. But the minute anything points in your direction, I'll be back. You know, Barbie, cops aren't immune to trouble. You wouldn't protect him, would you?
Oh my heavens, no, darling. If he was too lazy to satisfy me, darling, he is much too lazy to have hurt Miss Parker.
If you hear anything from your ex, or if you think of anything that could help, please call me at Parker Center. Just ask for Robbery Homicide Detective Carey. Okay, Barbie?
I know how to reach you, darling, and I will help if I can. Darling, you need to relax. Maybe come see my act some evening. It would do you good. Barbie's body language always makes a man feel good.
I appreciate the offer, Barbie. Thanks for your time.
Oh, darling, anytime.
How's it going, dude?
Are you familiar with a rapper by the name of Yo Money? Maybe he's been in your store.
I know who he is, dude. You'd have to be living in a cave not to know who he is. But I don't know. His music doesn't sell too good here. Actually, dude, I don't sell much rap. Mostly R&B, grunge, heavy metal. Mostly everything but rap.
Well then, would you remember selling a Yo Money tape? Would it stick in your mind that you sold some rap?
Dude, nothing sticks in my mind. I'm a product of the 70s.
A woman by the name of Luella Parker purchased an audio tape of Yo Money's music from this store. Does her name sound familiar?
Nope, lots of people come through here. Lots of people buy stuff, bring it back. I got stuff coming and going all day long. Looks Looks like psychobabble, dude.
This Yo Money tape was found on the desk of Luella Parker, a victim in a homicide case I'm investigating. Your store's receipt was taped to the cassette.
Store policy is exchange only, no cash back. Dude, Yo Money doesn't sell so great here. Your option is to choose something from inside the counter. Take a look, dude. See what you'd like.
8-track tapes, drumsticks. Drumsticks? The latest release from the Fresno band, the Miss Allens.
Dude, I said the sticks. I sell tons of the Miss Allens. They're not part of the exchange plan around here. Can I help you with something?
Peter Criss from Kiss. Circa 1972. This drumstick is nicked and battered, in other words, well used.
Look, dude, there's only one exchange per customer, store policy.
How may I help you? You are with social services? I thought that has my name on it.
I'm LAPD homicide. I'm conducting a murder investigation.
Oh, I see.
Mitchell, do you know someone by the name of Luella Parker?
Oh, it's terrible what happened. It was wrong.
Mitchell, is there something you know that you haven't told me? Something about Luella?
She was so lovely about it. Oh, she was so lovely. It was so sad.
Mitchell, what is so sad? Why don't you calm down and slowly tell me what happened? Okay, Mitchell? Real slow and easy.
My dog, it's horrible. It's horrible what they said.
What about your dog, Mitchell? Did your dog hurt someone? Did your dog hurt Luella? Is that what happened, Mitchell? You can tell me. It's all right.
No. They said, my neighbor said that I hurt my dog, but that I didn't feed him. Luella came to help me, to tell them the truth.
Mitchell, what is the truth? Can you tell me the truth, Mitchell?
My dog is naturally thin. I feed him. I do. A lot. Big, juicy bones.
Mitchell, when was the last time you spoke to Luella? Do you remember?
Maybe a couple of weeks ago. Why are you asking so many questions? Has something happened to Luella?
Luella was found murdered, Mitchell. I'm looking for the person who killed her.
Oh my! Oh no! Oh my! It's horrible. All this crying has made me thirsty. How about you? Would you like something to drink? please, have a cup of tea on the house?
The tea looks hot and fresh, smells sweet. The tea is refreshing, if not a little bitter.
Don't you feel better? I know I do. How about a movie on the house? Everybody deserves a treat once in a while. Wake up! Wake up! You fell asleep. It's time to go. Now. Go! Please, leave now. Please go. I have to get ready for the next show. You're falling asleep has put me behind my schedule.
It appears the theater is closed. The doors are locked. Entering the morgue always provides a sense of anticipation.
Hi, Detective Carey. I have a message for you from Deputy Sam. He said to tell you that he sent Jane Doe's juices to Sid.
Sent Jane Doe's juices to SID? Thanks, Sherry. I'd like to see Sam, Sherry.
He's busy, Detective. That's why he left you the message. I just love the way you flip your bags, Detective Carey. But it won't do you any good today. Deputy Sam is really busy and no one can see him. Do you play the drums?
This is no way to handle leads on a case. The dog appears protective of the tree. A strange little dead-end alley. It's a bit like a cage. This little alley is covered in city grime.
Hello, LAPD! Can anyone hear me? Hello?
The street looks familiar, however there are no street signs to confirm your location. The gate has been welded shut. The exit is no use.
Hello? Anybody out there? LAPD, hello? Can anyone hear me?
It appears that no one hears you, or no one cares to get involved. double doors with no visible handles. The doors have no handles and appear to be locked, Detective.
Hello, LAPD. Anybody home? Open the door. Hello?
There is a small dog door cut into the steel door. You're much too big to get through that dog door. Holster your weapon immediately. You cannot shoot your way in. Identifying yourself to the doors won't do you any good. It's too dark to see anything. It's as though you're in a hole. The wall is rough, cold, and damp, if what you're feeling is the wall. Running your hand along the wall, you feel a continuous series of bumps and ridges. What is that?
Hello? Anyone here? LAPD. Speak up so I can hear you. Hello? I'm Detective John Carey, LAPD. Is anyone here? Identify yourself immediately.
The room is drafty. The match is blown out. It's a relief map of the world. It's a large cardboard box. The box holds empty Christmas ornament trays. It's a wooden workbench. The wooden workbench is scarred and battered. It's a small, empty cardboard box. The boxes look like they held Christmas ornaments at one time. The boxes are empty, Detective. Cinder block wall. The cinder block is cold and damp. It's a hot water heater. Whoa, that's hot! Whoa, what the... Wait, it's you! It's an old mirror! The mirror is old and cracked. Careful, it could fall apart. It appears to be a metal door. It's the dog door. Pushing offers no result. Pulling offers resistance. The wooden door is locked. It's a doorknob, a locked doorknob. The knob will not turn. The door must be locked. Using the putty knife, you jimmy open the lock. The stairwell leads to the unknown. Careful what you reach for, Carey. You just might find it.
LAPD, is anyone there?
The handrail is pitted and chipped. The handrail could use a good cleaning, Carey. It's sticky.
Hello? LAPD, anyone home? Hello?
The carpeting is dirty and well worn. The carpet feels filthy, Detective.
LAPD, Is anyone there?
The door is slightly open. You apply glue to the mirror. You attach the mirror on to the end of the stick. A 180-degree mirror. You have created a handy tool. There is no one in sight. The coast appears clear. You push the door open. It looks like a friendly little kitchen. The woodwork on the cabinets looks old and in disrepair. The cabinet's doors are stuck shut. They won't open, Detective. Circa 1952. Probably the last time it was cleaned as well. Geez, the chair's gummy, not to mention filthy. The counters are filthy, a consistent throughout this place. The counters have a slimy, sticky substance covering them, Detective. The bowls are neatly stacked. What might that say about the occupant? The bowls are stuck together. Could it be due to lack of washing? Looks like it's a Sunny-made refrigerator. Condiments line the refrigerator shelves. Detective, don't taint the evidence environment. This poor guy probably never thought his head would wind up hacked off and sitting like a pot roast in some pervert's refrigerator. Careful, Carey. You don't want your fingerprints on the evidence. Don't expect an answer, Detective. The gruesome details of this job are sometimes overwhelming, eh, Detective? Don't disturb the evidence, Carey. Wait for SID. First, photos need to be taken and the place scoured for prints. What do you think? That shoe is like some kind of smelling salts? Actually, he kind of looks like he could use a smoke. It's a little late to be offering this guy comfort and pain relief. That's sick, Detective. Think, act, be professional. Don't set this on fire. It's valuable evidence. It's a little late for that, don't you think, Detective? This living room looks like it stepped out of a 1950s time warp. It looks like it's been a while since this carpet was last vacuumed. This carpet has more dirt in it than a sandlot. The couch is out of this world, or at least from another era. This is no time to sit and relax, Carey. You have a case to solve.
Hello? Anybody underneath there?
These pillows appear to be placed in a very specific arrangement. These are precisely placed and must be for a reason. Better leave them alone. Given the state of this room, it isn't surprising the clock doesn't work. There's no turning back the hands of time, Detective. It's an original Lazy Boy. Imagine that. The chair's molded to the shape of the owner's body. You must think you're in a Disney movie, detective, if you expect this chair to talk to you. High-tech, circa 1957. Nothing happens, detective. It must be broken or not be plugged in. These drapes have seen better days, detective, like maybe 30 years ago. These drapes feel filthy. You're 2 stories above ground, Carey. Unfortunately, the neighborhood doesn't look familiar. The bars are steel, Carey. There's no way you can pull them apart. The walls have a brownish stain on them. The wall has enough smudges and marks without you adding to them. This hallway is pretty beat up. There are enough smudges on the wall without you adding to them. The carpet is well worn and quite dirty, Carey. You can see the carpet is filthy. No reason to touch it. The dog blocks your way, and he doesn't look like he has any intention of moving. Watch it.
How are you doing, boy? Take it easy.
You want to collect a dog sample? You're not planning on performing surgery on this dog, are you, detective? Doesn't appear broken. Territorial, but not broken. Holster your weapon. The dog is not threatening your life. He's just blocking your way. Maybe if he was a cartoon dog, you could get him to eat it and blow up. He apparently doesn't smoke, detective. Trying to stink him away? The dog knows better than to break his teeth on these. Set the dog on fire? Get real. That's inhumane. Careful. The dog's fur is flammable. What do you expect him to do? Eat those, get heartburn, then move over so you can pass? That's goofy. Handcuffing a dog? Now that would be something to see. Trying to check the dog's teeth for tartar? The dog is tough, but not worth notating in your memorandum book.
Here you go, boy. Good dog.
The sedatives have done the trick. The dog is fast asleep, detective. Leave the dog alone. You don't want to wake him, detective.
Hey, boy. You asleep, boy? Good boy. Just sleep.
Shh. Don't wake him. The tile is covered with a light film of an undetermined sticky substance. The counter is pretty sticky. The bathroom sink is stained a peculiar brown color. The sink is dry as a bone. The handles and faucet appear to be clogged with a clear, hard substance. There's no running water. The handles are stuck in place, Detective. The cup dispenser is empty, Detective. There are no cups to take, Detective. Detective, you look pretty good considering what you're going through. Knock it off, Detective. You're gonna leave your fingerprints on the mirror. It's a wall-mounted mirrored medicine cabinet. Carey, the medicine cabinet is empty of all sundries. There's nothing here, Detective. The room is stained from the walls to the ceiling. Careful, you could contaminate legitimate evidence. The floor is hardwood and stained beyond repair. You don't need to touch the floor to know the surface is tacky, Detective. A place of rest? It looks more like a place of unrest. Stop, leave the bed cover. It could be evidence.
LAPD, come out with your hands up.
There is no movement from underneath the bed. A hole exposes the structural beams. Watch it. There could be rats in the wall. There's no reason to talk into this hole in the wall. Double-door closet, large enough to use as storage.
LAPD, come out with your hands up.
There is no movement from within the closet. You open the closet doors. The closet doors are made of cheap wood byproducts. The closet doors have a sticky feel to them. The closet reveals not much. There's nothing hanging on the rack. What are you attempting?
Hello?
This shoe looks familiar. Leave this exactly as is. Move it and you ruin its potential value as evidence in a future trial. Talking to a shoe? Are you feeling overwrought, Detective? A perfect match. You notate the discovery of the shoe. It's a hook rug, Detective. A trapdoor is hidden underneath the rug. The room appears to be a storage closet of some kind, Detective. Careful. Proceed with extreme caution.
LAPD, present yourself.
A layer of dust over the boxes and cartons would indicate they haven't been moved or touched in a long time. Careful, Carey. There could be spiders in there. It's an aluminum ladder. The trapdoor has locked or been locked behind you. The shelves are filled with musty old boxes and cartons. Careful, Carey. There could be rats in there. You've been here before, Detective. You're in the Third Eye Theater. Use extreme caution. They're the theater house lights. You can't reach the lights. You're tall, but not that tall. The fabric on the seats is red, and red fibers were found on the victims' bodies. This is no time to sit down, Carey. The woman appears to be asleep.
Ma'am? Ma'am, can you hear me? I'm a police officer. Ma'am? LAPD. Ma'am? Ma'am, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
She's unconscious. She can't see your badge, Carey. She's not broken, not exactly. More like immobilized. This woman is wearing both her shoes. She doesn't need this one. Detective, checking her teeth? Notating this woman's condition will be important if this case goes to trial, Detective. Those are the doors leading to the lobby. A can of soda pop. The can is stuck to the shelf. It won't lift off. Soda pop. This one looks like a cola. The soda can is dented and has been previously opened. Upon shaking, a skeleton key emerges from the can. Skeleton keys were originally tooled in such a way as to be master keys. The soda can is empty. The key is made of pewter. There is no liquid in the can. Any thirst you have will have to wait. Knocking on the door, you receive no response. The paper towel dispenser is locked. Opening the paper towel dispenser, you find it appears to be a used hypodermic needle. Handling this hypodermic needle could be fatal. Proceed with caution. The hypodermic contains residual fluids. Careful how you handle this. You could get jabbed. Carey, never reuse a hypodermic needle. Handle used needles with caution. It's the woman of in your dream. Carey, the door is locked. The skeleton key fits into the keyhole and unlocks the door. What do you think you're doing? You can't see anything. everything has been removed from your pockets. This dog looks like it's part pit bull and part something else.
Hey boy, good boy.
It's a red rubber ball. This looks like a dog toy. The rubber ball feels like a giant spitball. Something yellow appears in the head's mouth. What do we have here? It's a can of Beauty Net hairspray. Beauty Net hairspray. Fluorocarbons galore. Your hair looks fine, detective. Don't worry about it. Butane lighter. Combining the lighter's flame with the aerosol spray produces a torch. Do not try this at home. The makeshift torch provides a good-sized flame. Yow! Watch out! That's flamin'! Watch out! That thing's flamin'! What you thought was a dream has just become your nightmare. Your action neutralizes your assailant.
Detective Carey, your exceptional courage and integrity, above and beyond the call of duty in the face of felonious criminal assaults on your person and the persons of others, including an ambush by criminals using fully automatic weapons, and your unwavering attention to duty in solving a series of 5 homicides, bringing to closure a period of open season on the good people of our community. It is my honor to present you with the department's highest award, the Medal of Valor. Congratulations.